Alright, so it's Friday morning, Good Friday. We're off for another project that I didn't need, but anyway. It's a driver, and I'm not going to drop any hints. You'll see it shortly. My daughter's driving me, but I won't show her. She doesn't want to be on camera. She's so shy. Got some friends. If I can make my phone work. Sierra's hiding. Anyway, see you shortly. Highly customized Fiesta right here. Lovely.
Oh, there's we almost there.
Almost.
Up here?
Yep.
I'm really excited to see it.
Left up here.
There's the cat.
There she is. Alright, so we got our new truck. We didn't need one, but we did need one at the same time. 96 F-150 with a Windsor in it, 351 Windsor or 5.8. Two-wheel drive in XLT. She is loaded. Beautiful old truck. I think Sierra's already planned on stealing on me. We'll get some better pictures when we get parked here. She's only got 238,000 on her. Drives like a dream. Wanders more than the Dodge, you know. I like her. I think Sierra likes her. She's only about 25 minutes to pull too, so that's nice. We didn't have to go too far. I was worried we were going to have to go to New Brunswick or Nova Scotia. All right, so here she is, the brand new vehicle. Well, new to me anyway. 1995 Ford F-150 in Calypso green. One of my favorite colors, actually. The body is not too bad. The body's actually pretty straight. A few little holes down around the wheel wells. Little crinkle back here. We can fix that. Another hole down in the bottom of the box. Chrome bumpers. Front and back in duals. Dual exhaust and a 351 Windsor. I like it. This side's not quite so bad. Gonna need maybe a cab corner. And again, a bit of work on the front fender. As you can see. And she actually has all of her center caps and the factory wheels still left. That's really something for a 35-year-old or 30-year-old vehicle. Yeah. It's funny though, when I think of these trucks, 95, that only feels like 10 or 11 years ago to me, but it's not. I remember these trucks brand new when I was in high school. Again, as I said, all the chrome is pretty nice on it, quite good. She doesn't seem to be missing any of it. She got the chrome mirrors, chrome around the windows, even the stainless on the tailgate. That's the website of the gentleman I bought her from. Has a tattoo parlor in town. It does beautiful, beautiful work. Infinite Expressions, I believe it's called. Overall, a very straight, lovely old truck. Hopefully it'll do a good daily duty for me. Under the hood we have 5.8 or 351 Windsor. All still there, of course. Runs like a dream. I'll start her up here for you. Find the keys. And only 238,000 kilometers on it, which I'm not sure what this is in miles. Around 160,000 miles roughly, I think. Sounds beautiful. A little bit of an exhaust leak, but other than that, purrs like a kitten. What a nice rig on the highway, too. Beautiful. So this is a new way of, or a continuation of my quest of trying to have something old to drive, because as I've said thousands of times, I just want to drive something old. The modern stuff I'm tired of. That comes with working with dealerships and seeing all the problems of modern cars. And there are a lot of them. And, people's patience are wearing out with all this electronic stuff that doesn't want to work right half the time. If your heater goes out or your radio screen goes out, you can't adjust your heater in half of them. These 10-speed transmissions and everything aren't holding up. Harnesses are rotting out, all that kind of stuff. This old 95 is back in the days when Ford still knew what quality was. Anyway, I probably shouldn't say that, but I did. So old Precious is going to be finding her way down the field here fairly soon, simply because of the noise in the motor. And we are going to put the Hemi in it eventually, not anytime soon. Well, maybe soon, we're not sure. And then the frame and everything, and the running gear and all this old truck is going to go underneath the old Imperial. Love the old thing. I love the color. Calypso green. I'll be taking the cap off eventually, but don't look too bad for now. Color match caps are hard to get. Unfortunately, I can't drive it right away. I'll have to park her for a few days so I get her inspected. I did take her home and then went to sneak her in to get some gas in town there and got stopped at the police. Yeah, she's parked for a few days. Anyway. Now I realize I've had probably several videos of new dailies within a year. I've not been having good luck buying older stuff. I don't pay a lot for it, and that's a big reason for it. Had a couple of Fords in the past. They were okay for about a year. I had one blue old Ford with a Coyote in it. I didn't really care for that. I don't know why. I figured I'd love that. But it was a gorgeous truck when I first bought it. But no. I guess it just wasn't old enough. And the old Ram that I traded for the Aveo, which I had. Well, I got the Aveo because I needed something to drive, because Jezebel just wasn't costing the monster. As you know, we've done quite a few videos doing the body on her. And she just, body was fine. Got it done to where I wanted it to be. And she just became unreliable. And not that I can't fix it, but parts availability in Eastern Canada is absolutely terrible, especially for older stuff. So, and it's got a 307 Olds, not a 307 Chev, and that makes it quite a bit harder. So her grand plan, I guess, is going to be to put a Chev engine of some kind in it, so I can get stupid little things like power steering pulleys, all that kind of stuff. So that's that. And then the poor old Ram, as I've said several times, noise in the bottom end. I don't want to let her go to waste, because her transmission and her frame and all that other stuff underneath is still worth money to me. I'm only into her for $900, so, she got me back and forth for a few weeks, couple months. Yeah, but a couple months. And she does still start and drive, and we're going to have to drive her for a couple more weeks, and hopefully she'll hold together till we can get the old Ford on the road. But as I said, she's going down to Project Land as a donor, because the very first car I started building, I have to finish. And she'll be good for that. So with any luck at all, this will be the last daily I buy for quite a while. I hope to get years and years out of this truck. I mean, I did light it up there. I'm not usually very abusive to things, and I didn't, burn her too hard for too long, but had to see she'd at least scream. And she did. There, now she's ours, officially. So inside, being that she's an XLT, she's loaded, which was kind of rare. Power locks, windows, and mirrors. Pretty nice. Power seats even, which I was not expecting before I looked at it. And everything works. And full 6-passenger seats. Bench in the front, or bench in the back, and split bench in the front. As you can see. With the fold-up console. Oh, I just lost my coffee money. Oh well. She has heat and AC. Not sure if the AC works, but it's not terribly needed here. Trailer brake controller, so she did do a little bit of towing. And fella I got her from who put a nice CD player in it. We'll keep that. You know, when you're in a 90s rig, you have to listen to your Vanilla Ice or whatever you're into for 90s music. That's what I like. Rap, hip-hop, all kinds of that stuff. And I do like that it has power windows, but has these old-style breezies. Vent windows. For before air. And this thing's quite loaded up. She's even got all the fancy dome lights and stuff going off. And up here, the vanity mirror on the passenger side, which I know is not a big thing for a lot of people, but even in the 90s, that was a little bit rare. She's actually got dual sun visors. I didn't realize that. That's kind of cool. Copies. Oh, I've got a mirror too. Look at that. Nice. Rockers have already been done, so that's good. And there was a patch put on the floor. He done a nice job too. He actually bought a proper patch, which is nice to see. Instead of just making one out of tin, which most of us do. I will probably finish taking the rest of this molding off because I don't like it. I know it is factory, but it is one of those things that holds moisture. He had already started taking it off, he said, and I see that. And I can see on the evidence the back fender here, there's a line here, right around there. I think it might have had chrome trim moldings on, which are beautiful, but again, rust. You can see where she was patched before. Starting to come back through a little bit, but hey, 30-year-old truck. The other side is kind of the same, maybe. You might be able to see it. Maybe a little bit, I can't really tell. It doesn't matter at all. So we'll remove the moldings, as I said, and do some patchwork on it. So on the other side of that coin is there's a parts rig that comes with this thing, another F-150. It has a 5-liter 5-speed standard. That's kind of cool. I think we'll put that in the old green Ford down there, the old 75. And he said the box on it's really, really good. So, but there's no rear end under it, so I got to figure out how to get it home without damaging it, because we may need that box someday. But you know, it's all part of the deal. I'm happy to have it. I did pay a little more for this than I usually do for an older rig, simply because I wanted something a little more decent. There's been all kinds of work done to it. At 30 years old, there's going to be stuff done. That's all there is to it. And so far, I really love it, even though it's a Ford, but older stuff, I don't really care whose name is on it. Chev, Dodge, Ford, I like it all. And this is just about right. So it's old enough that I can drive a Classic. It's new enough that it's fuel injected. My wife can drive it. 6-passenger for the kids. Shouldn't be too hard on gas. Excuse me. But, you know, that can happen. If it's at least half as good as the Ram, well, the Ram is actually poison. The Ram is just drinking the fuel right now. I think that's partly because she's so friggin' wore out. But I think there's a little more than bad bearings going on there. But anyway, this is her. This is what we're into. Again, not a very long video, but thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate it. And I will be back with more videos on projects. I should say, Eden has decided she wants to take this to the prom, so that has kind of let me off the hook with the Buick and give me more time, which I need. So that's fantastic. So I have till her next graduation. She's in university, going to university next year, so I got 4 years, which is not a lot of time, but should be enough. Thanks again, everybody. Have a good one.